The neon lights of Fremont Street pulsed. A wave of heat and noise washed over the strip. It was a Saturday night, and the air crackled with electric energy. Earlier, a legendary wrestling match had the city on fire. Now, the energy spilled onto the streets. Mark and David, friends since childhood, grinned at each other. The energy was infectious. They had just witnessed their idols clash in the ring. The adrenaline still coursed through their veins. "Let's keep this going," David shouted, his voice barely audible above the din. "One more drink?" Mark nodded, his eyes gleaming. "Let's find someplace crazy." They laughed, pushing their way through the throngs of people. Each turn led them further away from the familiar lights of the casinos. The air grew thick and heavy, the laughter replaced by a hushed silence. They found themselves in an alley, the neon glow fading behind them. The air hung stagnant and cold. The smell of stale beer and something else, something metallic, made Mark wrinkle his nose. "Maybe we should head back," he mumbled, a sudden unease settling in his gut. David, however, was undeterred. "Just one drink. Then we head back." He pulled Mark towards a flickering neon sign that promised cheap drinks. A group of people huddled beneath the sign, their faces obscured by the shadows. As they got closer, a cold shiver ran down Mark's spine. Something wasn't right. They were close enough to see the group was strangely still. Their eyes, dark and empty, were fixed on Mark and David. One figure detached itself from the group, stepping into a sliver of light. He was pale, unnaturally so, with a cruel smile playing on his lips. "Welcome, gentlemen," he rasped, his voice a dry whisper. "Care for a drink?" David, oblivious to the fear creeping up Mark's throat, grinned. "Sure thing, man. 2 of whatever you're having." Mark stared at the drinks, his unease turning to full-blown terror. The metallic scent he had noticed before was overpowering now. It smelled like blood. The figure that had greeted them leaned closer, his voice a low hiss. "Drink up! It's on the house!" Mark's eyes darted to the group surrounding them. Their faces, once hidden in the shadows, were now illuminated by a streetlight flickering back to life. They were ghastly pale, their features sharp and predatory. Their teeth, long and pointed, glinted in the dim light. Mark stumbled back, bumping into David. "We need to go, now!" he whispered urgently. But it was too late. The group closed in, their eyes burning with a cold, hungry light. David, finally realizing the danger, looked around wildly, his face contorted in terror. They never stood a chance. The last thing Mark saw before everything went dark was the bloodthirsty gleam in their attackers' eyes and the sickening realization that their curiosity had led them straight into a nightmare. The city, under the cloak of darkness, had revealed its sinister secret, and the neon lights of Fremont Street continued to blaze, oblivious to the horror that lurked just beyond their reach.